So we completely finished the first design. Also wanted to make it a little bit bigger and with this color combination instead. I have been posting kind of little diaries of me crocheting up these mini dessert stands for my Sylvanian figures. I have two more figures today that I want to work on. I have a deer and a bear. The first one I want to focus on today is actually the deer. When I think of this deer, I think of cherry blossoms, matcha desserts. The pictures that I saw on Pinterest were very aesthetic looking. I want to translate the colors from those pictures into the crochet dessert. I still have to think up an idea for the bear, but for the deer, I have a pretty clear idea that I want a matcha cherry blossom mini cake. Oh, I forgot that this yarn splits. And it's not as soft as Elise Baby Softie, but I do have to say it shows such good stitch definition, and that's the reason why I use it for the dessert stands. I finished the cake base and now I just have to crochet upwards so I can make the cake sheet that I want to make. When I'm trying to make a flat circle, I'm very tense and I crochet very tightly. So in the last couple of clips, I was crocheting very slowly because I was trying to crochet with the full hook to try and loosen up my tension a little bit. I work with my hands a lot, so I'm afraid to get something like carpal tunnel. I don't want to not be able to work with my hands later. I just want to crochet for the longest time possible. I really love this art, so it's something that I want to do for a long time. I also really like working with polymer clay. I haven't done it in a long time though, but I'll show you some things that I've made. This is one thing that I've made. It's a tiger with a persimmon on top. Isn't he so cute? It's a lot easier for me to pick up yarn than it is for me to work with polymer clay. It's a lot to prepare. If you want your art pieces to not have that much dust on them, you have to have a very clean area, and I have cats. That is one thing that makes it really difficult for me to keep my polymer clay pieces completely clean. I'm gonna make these cake sheets a little bit thinner than my Oreo cake so that way I can put more cream filling in the middle. It will start coming together. It is the very next day. I completely finished one cake sheet and I'm getting ready to finish the second cake sheet. At first, I was just thinking that I was going to stack these two like this, but then I didn't like the way the edge looked. I like how the back loop only edging looks better. Yay! So I'm almost done with it. I ended up decreasing and I was able to get the flat edge that I wanted. The camera keeps focusing on Rossetti. No. What I did was I only did one row, and the one row that I did was a back loop only row here, and then I just decreased back loop only, and I was able to create a single row kind of flat disc. I'm definitely still learning a lot of techniques, and one of my favorite techniques is the back loop only. You can do so many cool things with that, especially for when you want to get straight edges like that. Very, very cool. Okay, so we made a lot of progress yesterday. I did not film it because it was a lot of trial and error, so I just decided to do it off camera. I finished both whipped cream rows, so now I'm gonna make sure that they all stack nicely. It is pretty tall, but my plan is to sew the top and bottom together, and usually when you pull tight, it will squeeze everything together. That should make it less tall. I have a really awesome idea for the toppings. I'm thinking of doing a bobble stitch, but half of the bobble stitch is going to be white and then the other half is going to be green, so it can look like a matcha cream swirl. I'm going to increase to possibly 24 so that I can have enough room to place the deer in the middle. Okay, so we completely finished the first dessert and it came out very, very cute. I actually might like this one the best. Even as a standalone dessert, it is extremely pretty, but it definitely is cute for the deer. I think I came up with the perfect idea for the bear. So when I think of bears, I think of berries. I thought about a blueberry cake, but I don't want to do any more cakes because I have done plenty of cakes now. I wanted to do something a bit more interesting. My cat. Thunder kept crying, so I had to pick him up for a moment. So we have a special guest here. Something really cute that I thought about was a Charlotte cake. Now, I have never had a Charlotte cake, but I saw so many pictures of Charlotte cakes on Pinterest, and I thought it would look really cute with a bow wrapped around it. I was thinking of making it a blueberry lemon Charlotte cake. I think it's gonna be so cute. So I was thinking of making the biscuits this color, and then the inside cake is going to be the lemon layer. I'm not sure if it's going to show that much because the blueberries are going to be on top, but we will see. If I don't move him, he'll be here all day. I already started designing the kind of biscuits. So I did 3 different designs. This was my first biscuit design. It's okay, but it was a little bit uneven. So I tried a different design that's a little bit more even. But ultimately what I came up with was this design. And my plan is just to lay a bunch of these biscuits around the cake so that it can look like a Charlotte cake. I'm gonna start by making the cake base because that's the only way I'm gonna know how many biscuits I'm gonna need. The base cake is gonna be a simple cylinder. This is how much I got done for the base cake. I still have quite a few more rows. I want to make it about this tall, so I think I'm gonna do maybe 4 to 5 more rows, but so far it came out really good. It's just a simple base cake, so there's not really much to it. This has been really fun to do because I love mindless crochet. I'm not even really counting stitches right now because this yarn, I can see my stitches so clearly. All I have to do is single crochet all around the row. I still have a long way to go. At the beginning of the video, I was talking about how I'm trying to keep my tension loose, and I have been crocheting so tightly. I don't know why I can't loosen my tension. It's just, whenever I loosen my tension, I just feel like the piece doesn't look as well done. I'm using a 2.5 hook, so I tried using a 2mm hook, but the yarn kept splitting and I was having a lot of pain. So I decided to go up a size, and now I'm crocheting with a 2.5mm hook. I've been kind of alternating between 2mm to 3mm sized hooks for these mini dessert projects. The stitch definition is so nice that I just can't give up crocheting tight. I'm also using the yarn under, yarn over technique, so that way I get little X's on my crochet pieces. I'm currently seeing how tall I have to make the base cake, and I have the biscuit that I'm gonna put on the edge here. I think it's going to come out a little bit too short, so I'm thinking of making the biscuit a little bit longer. It was getting really dark last night, so I decided to just go ahead and finish this off camera. I am basically almost done with the cake base. It turned out a little bit bigger than I was hoping for, but it's okay. It's still cute. I solved my biscuit issue, so I just kept everything the same. The only thing is I used one less row and made it a little bit longer. I think I'm going to need around 12 biscuits, so I'm going to go ahead and close up my cake base, and then I'm going to try and speed run all the biscuits. I just realized that instead of doing single crochet all the way until the top, I could have done a half double crochet or a double crochet stitch so that I could make this a lot quicker. It's going to be covered by the biscuits. I regret not doing a stitch that would have made the process a lot shorter, but it's okay. You learn. Oh, it's so cute. I also wanted to make it a little bit bigger anyways because I want to put blueberries around here, and I still want the yellow to peek through so it can look like a blueberry lemon charlotte cake. So I think it's okay that it came out a little bit larger. It will start looking like a charlotte cake when I put the bow, I'm sure. Wow, I am actually very impressed. It's very simple, but at the same time, it came out so pretty. I am so happy with the color choices that I made as well. I was going to make the biscuits yellow. I was thinking maybe make them like a lemon sponge cake and then the inside white, but I'm so happy that I went with this color combination instead. And the cherry blossom matcha color combination also came out really good. So we made it to the end of another video. If you guys are interested in seeing more videos like this one, you are welcome to subscribe, and hopefully I see you in the next one.